So we know it's coming, but when exactly will the reverse stock split be initiated for Muln Automotive? Hi again, everyone. I hope you're all doing really well. So it's pre-market again for Muln Automotive, and we're looking to be going slightly up. Whether or not that changes or not through the day is anyone's guess. Generally, market sentiment is good, so it might be in for a bit of a slight rebound in the day for Muln Automotive. Also, when you add to the fact that based on mathematically what the intentions of the company are with the reverse stock split, as well as the $25 million stock buyback, we are currently actually at what would be the technical price for post reverse stock split, because 11.1 cents per share multiplied by 9 equals 99.9 cents, and obviously the company's going to use that $25 million to keep the stock above $1 by the end of trade on the consecutive days to help them regain NASDAQ compliance. Now, obviously, there's a lot of speculation about when this reverse stock split occur. Now, the detail is actually in the announcement. So, in the announcement, it does say that that these actions will be taken basically following the filing of the 10Q form, which is like their quarterly earnings. Now, what we can do is we can actually look historically at when Muln Automotive has generally put that form in for this quarter, and based on last year, that form was filed on the 13th of August. So we're close to the date now. I think it's the 9th of August today, so that's 4 days away, which would actually take us into the weekend. So obviously that date's not fixed. It could be sometime this week. It could be early next week as well. So I'm not expecting to see a reverse stock split announcement until then. So we might see it at the end of this week or perhaps early next week if last year's date is anything to go by. Actually, if you look at tip ranks, they're actually predicting that Muln Automotive is going to release their earnings between the 12th and 22nd of August. So it could even be slightly later. It could even be towards the back end of next week. So, everyone's thinking like, oh, is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? Really, we're just waiting for that 10Q form to be filed, and it's going to probably be, more likely, I think, earlier next week. Monday next week will be the 14th. So that might be when it comes in, or it could be towards the end of the week, which would take us up to the 18th or 19th of August. So, yeah, anyway, that's when it's going to happen in my mind. I could be wrong. Obviously, if someone hears anything else about when this form could be filed or when Mullen plans to give out their earnings data, drop it in the comments below. This has obviously been one of the most useful and valuable ways of finding out what's going on. Social media, we share our ideas, we share our opinions, and we share our knowledge. So knowledge is power. Anyway, I might just finish by sort of saying like why, obviously we've hit this bottom point in the stock price. We now have kind of what's going to be a price floor, at least until this $25 million buyback is extinguished, or the 10-day or 20-day compliance period, whatever it ends up being from the NASDAQ, is met. So really, if you're looking at Muln Automotive right now, this is kind of like the bottom of where it's going to be technically. So not that I'm advocating to buy into the stock, but right now, if you are someone who dollar cost average your position, like I have been intending on doing, this might now be a good sort of entry price for the stock if you want to add to your position. Obviously, that's for people who believe in where Mullen is going in the future, because obviously past performance is not something to brag about unless you've been shorting the stock, of course. So I've got intentions of actually trying to add to my position probably this morning, because I think we're kind of near the bottom price for the stock, at least in the near future, and it will average out my position, which has been eroded, which I started earlier this year. So that's kind of what I'm doing with Muln Automotive this morning. I had been previously kind of see if it was going to fall to about the 7 or 8 cent per share mark and buy back in then. But now that this buyback and reverse stock split is clear about what's going to happen, I don't think that price is going to be seen anytime soon. So just what I'm doing. Definitely not investing advice. Very risky stock. Anyone who's been in the stock for a few years or even just this year knows how poorly it's performed. But I'm someone who thinks that Mullen is actually, as a business operation, is going to be going on to some better things, and I'm hoping that that is going to be reflected in their share price. I'm not taking a big position. It's only a small position I have in Mullen. It's a bit of a speculative play here anyway. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Muln Automotive at the moment. Are you planning on adding to your position now that this is kind of technically going to be a price floor once this reverse stock split is initiated? Yeah, share your thoughts. Until next time, everyone, may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.